These deranged white MAGA people. Have y'all seen what their latest thing is now? Ooh, Vice President Kamala Harris, she's code switching. Have y'all seen this? So let's play the video of her speaking first. Do we have that? Do y'all have that queued up? Okay, so let's play that first. This is what they're complaining about, y'all. Watch this.
You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
Okay. So then they said, ooh, look at this video. She's talking different.
Thank unions for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. Thank unions for your vacation time.
Okay. This is how dumb it is. Oh, this has been a big thing on Fox News and conservative media. This is the idiot, Peter Doocy. Today, literally, y'all, in the White House briefing. Watch.
Since when does the vice president have what sounds like a Southern accent?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
I mean, this is...
she was talking about unions in Detroit using one tone of voice.
Is this something that you think...
Same line...
Okay, Peter,
that she used the same line in Pittsburgh, and it sounded like she at least had some kind of a Southern drawl.
I mean, do you hear the question that you're... I mean, do you think Americans seriously think that this is an important question? They care... You know what they care about? They care about the economy. They care about lowering costs. They care about health care. That's what Americans care about.
So
that's what they want to hear.
This is something...
They care about, your colleague just asked me about, what basically we talked about, went back and forth about democracy and freedom. That's what they care about. I'm not even going to entertain some question about the president. It's just, hearing it sounds so ridiculous.
Well, but hearing it is...
The question, I'm talking about the questions is just insane.
Is that how she talks in meetings?
I'm just, Peter, we're moving on. We're so moving on. Go ahead, Anita.
That's what she should have said at the beginning. Matter of fact, she should have said, like the vice president did in her Dana Bash interview, I don't deal with silly. Next question. That's how you shut it down. Or you do what Senator John McCain did a few years ago.
Your relationship with the president frayed to the point that you are not going to support anything that he comes to you and asks for?
Why would you say something that stupid? Why would you ask something that dumb? Huh? My job as a United States Senator is a senator from Arizona, which I was just reelected to. You mean that I'm somehow going to behave in a way that I'm going to block everything because of some personal disagreement? That's a dumb question.
That, to me, Joe, is exactly how they should respond. This is utterly stupid. And to black people, y'all ain't got to defend it. She wasn't code switching. I'm a speaker. And when you are speaking to people, there's a thing, get the first video ready. There's a thing called call and response that black people are kind of familiar with. And guess what? White conservatives like at Fox News, She was going to Amos Brown Church in San Francisco. I know it's San Francisco, but there's a cadence in black churches that actually travels around the country. I can be at Abyssinia in Harlem, and then I can go to Jamaica, Queens, and then I can go over to Boston, and then I can go down the Eastern Corridor, then I can go to the Southwest, I can hit Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, I can go find me a black church in Arizona, and I'm gonna find somebody who understands that when you are in that moment, and you get a crowd response, folk are going to respond a certain way in that very moment. And when you are a speaker, then you understand how to speak to folk in that particular moment. That's what she was doing. So it wasn't, oh my God, See, here's what they're trying to do. They did the exact same thing to Hillary Clinton. Oh, Hillary Clinton went down to Selma, and all of a sudden, she started talking like a Baptist preacher. That woman spent how many years in Arkansas? She heard a whole bunch of damn black preachers, and she heard some white preachers talk like black folks. Roll the video again of the vice president. Y'all, listen to the call and response of the audience.
You better thank a union member. For sick leave, you better thank a union member for paid leave, you better thank a union member for vacation time.
I rest my case, Julian.
I'm just laughing because, like you said, these white folks have lost their total minds if they had any to start with. It just makes no sense to me. First of all, she doesn't sound Southern, as you say. It's call and response. It's also a rhetorical tool that we all use when we're speaking. It's a rhetorical tool to make the point again, to make the point again. These same fools talked about her having a hot sauce in her pocketbook, which, by the way, I have 3 bottles of hot sauce in 3 of my favorite pocketbooks because I do not want to risk going someplace where they don't have any hot sauce. And Hillary did it too, and a lot of people, not just from the South, who like spicy food, and you don't have to be black to like spicy food, do that. These people are nitpicking because they have nothing substantive to say.
Nothing.
So you're right. Karine should have just shut the stuff down from the first place, but she does not want to do that. But if this is all they got, bring it. But the fact is that they're going to wallow in the silly, and in another context, they're going to actually attempt to put some policy stuff out there. And we need to just be working and ready to make sure that there is no reasonable doubt that Kamala Harris has won this election. In other words, I don't want Georgia to win by 11,000 votes. I want it to win by 50,000 votes. And just go down the list. Y'all let's not get caught up in the BS. Let's get our work done.
And that's all this is, Mustafa. They can't, again, what they want to do is they want to racialize the election. And so they want her responding to BS like that. That's just like what she said, Dana Bash, same old playbook. Next question.
It's all about diversions and creating these chaotic situations and trying to pull people apart because they've seen that the Harris-Walz campaign has a lot of traction, continues to grow and grow and grow. Continues the numbers to increase in the polls. And, they don't have a candidate right now that has policy that the majority of Americans resonate with. So they do these types of games to try and just chip away, or they'll do these games to try and get folks to fight against each other. And when you hear and you see the Harris-Walz campaign that is focused on positivity, it's focused on hope, it's focused on joy, and it's also focused on policy and accountability. And the other side just has a very difficult time because they thought they were going to be running against a different candidate. They had a playbook for that. They had to throw it out the window, and they haven't had time to build anything else. So they go to these old tropes, and that's what they try and utilize to stay in the cycle, in the news cycle, because they know that when you see the campaign that happened in Detroit, how many people were excited about it, how many people were connected with it. And then you go over to Pittsburgh. Let me clarify, Pittsburgh is not the South. Pennsylvania is not the South, but that doesn't even matter. That you have white folks and black folks and Latino folks and Asian folks and the LGBTQ community, everybody is coming together, and Republicans are also coming together to support the Harris-Walz campaign at this particular time. They don't know what to do with that. So they have to try and do these types of things to even remotely stay relevant in the news cycle. And we all know, and, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn, that is what, what was his name again? Trump used to live for, is the news cycle and being what everybody is talking about. So since they don't have anything of substance in this particular moment, these are the types of things they do.
Oh, man, it's just nonsense. And again, they want folks to get caught up in the stuff. It's like, nah, not gonna happen. I'm telling you. And Corinne shouldn't even. Corinne should literally go. When he asked the question, this is what I would do. What's your question? I would look at his ass and just go, what's your question? I ain't even addressing that bullshit. I mean, and that's all this is. When you talk about blackness and what happens in black culture, we're about covering these things that matter to us, speaking to our issues and concerns.
This is a genuine people-powered movement.
There's a lot of stuff that we're not getting. You get it, and you spread the word.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us. We cannot tell our own story if we can't pay for it. This is about covering us. Invest in black-owned media. Your dollars matter. We don't have to keep asking them to cover our stuff. So please support us in what we do, folks. We want to hit 2,000 people, $50 this month, raise $100,000. We're behind 100,000, so we want to hit that. Y'all money makes this possible. Checks and money orders go to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. The Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com.